Across the United States, the Trump administration appears to be using a new tactic to ramp up deportations.
Inside immigration court, government lawyers are terminating cases, and as Julie Carey reports, outside the court, government agents are waiting.
Last Thursday, outside the immigration court in Sterling, video shows several men who showed up for their hearings taken into custody. Matthew Noonan was documenting the arrests out in the parking lot for the group New Virginia Majority. He says the men making the arrests were ICE agents, many in plain clothes.
A lot of people, including myself, believe that this is just arbitrary and cruel, what we're witnessing.
It's unknown whether arrests were also made at the immigration court in Annandale, but in Miami on the same day, a similar scene. The wife of one of the men arrested, overcome with emotion, screaming the word injustice. Recently, these types of arrests have increased across the country. Veteran Northern Virginia immigration attorney Ophelia Calderon explains what other attorneys have told her they've seen happen inside the immigration court. The government begins by dropping its case.
People who have been here for less than 2 years, the government asking for dismissal, and then the minute that they get out of there, then all of a sudden they're now in expedited removal. So taking them into custody and placing them in this new type of proceeding where they're not going to get where they won't get to present their case before the immigration court.
She calls the action very unusual, but clearly a new effort to ramp up and quickly carry out deportations.
In 20 years, I've only ever had one client who was arrested outside of a courtroom, and I think those are very specific circumstances.
News 4 contacted ICE with questions about the immigration court arrest, but have not heard back. In a statement to NBC News about a similar arrest in San Antonio, an assistant DHS secretary wrote in part, "Most aliens who illegally entered the United States within the past 2 years are subject to expedited removals. ICE is now following the law and placing those illegal aliens in expedited removal as they always should have been." Calderon says the new ICE approach could have many consequences.
It has a chilling effect. People don't show up to court because if you think that you're going to be arrested and then immediately deported, why come? Right?
And Calderon warns of another consequence that could hurt her ability to represent clients. Key witnesses could now be afraid to show up for fear they'll be arrested. But Calderon says she'd never advise a client not to appear. Doing so leads to penalties. She says more than ever before, immigrant families need to get their personal and family affairs in order before coming to court.
You have to be prepared for the idea that your family member isn't coming home.
It was Julie Carey reporting. President Trump's Justice Department recently filed a lawsuit against the state of Texas for allowing Dreamers to attend public colleges at the same cost as in-state residents. Dreamers are the young immigrants who were brought here as children and who have not received legal status.